Hey everybody, this is Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, here at the beautiful Grand Vista Marriott in Orlando, Florida, where I own and operate my teaching business under the Shade Tree. Once again, we outside, so you definitely probably hear some noise in the background, but I hope I'm speaking loud enough for you all to hear what I'm saying and what's going on. What I'm going to talk to you about something today, something that is going to be in my book, that like I said, I'm getting these things, getting you prepared for what I'm going to show you as far as the discoveries, my understandings, my learnings about, what really makes the golf swing. And a lot of these things that I talk about, you've heard them before, but nobody really gave you the real, true explanation of reasons why. Now, one of those is the Ben Hogan 5 lesson, his foot position. Now, I know people, in the book, he had question marks on his feet being out like this. But in the top down swing system and philosophy, we want this right foot, especially for stack and shift. We want this trail foot. We want it square, pinched in even if you can. But we want that square, the pinched in. We do not want it open. And no way, shape, or form do we want that open. Number one reason is we don't want it open because when that foot is open, what it's causing is the hips to come around, it's causing the arm to come around, because if you take a look at it here, if I open my feet like this, it's making my body feel this circular motion that's going around you this way, but we want that circular motion to go up and down. So the way we counter that is we square this foot, square this trail foot, so now we can have the circle that comes straight down. Also, Hogan had talked about that the firming of the right leg is gonna, firming up your right leg is gonna make your golf swing better. And I truly agree with that and believe that. So when top down, what we want to do, we want to make sure that we have that square foot, that trail foot. This trail foot. Now, if I have to go as far as saying, because my top down has nothing to do with the ground up, but we still got to build that the feet are our foundation, so they are important in the sense of how we move. That's another reason, for my top down philosophy, because I don't want to give the feet away. So what we want to do, we want to make sure that that trail foot is square. Because when it's square, like I said, or even toed in a little bit, never when you're using top down, get this foot open of this nature, because like I said, it causes coming around, and we know that the first move in top down is scap drop, not scap out. So once we get that foot square, and it gets us, and another great thing, when we get this lead foot, trail foot square, and then we get this lead foot open, it gets us in this directional, it keeps us, or gets us going directionally in which the way we want to go. But still yet, the most important thing that it does is that when it scap drops, it allows you to scap drop instead of scap around. So we're gonna get that nice setup, get that foot, like I said, get it square. We lift, scap up, and then we just drop it just like we're supposed to. And more importantly, there is a direct correlation that I've discovered. There is a direct correlation between getting the foot square and properly releasing the golf club. Now, that's something that you'll have to come see old Shade Tree, and we'll talk about that one, But getting that foot square does have a direct correlation to how you release the golf club. So now, get that foot square, and just keep making your move. There it is, people. For top down, stack and shift, we want this trail foot square, even pigeon-toed in, it doesn't matter. As long as you do not get it open, because anything from square to pigeon-toed in allows the scap to naturally drop. The body will naturally shift directional, stack and shift. It'll naturally shift directional, and it leads you into the, as I call it, the anatomical slot. It leads you into that direction to where you can learn to better release the golf club. Hey, listen, like I said, this book, hey man, it has been even an eye-opener for me, because remember, a lot of things that we talk about in golf, we've just accepted. But then someone comes along like myself, that comes along and start putting a challenge to what we accept, even the things that I believe, because a lot of these things that I write about in this book goes against things that even I believe. I just happen to be successful at golf because I knew how to score, and and it covered up a lot of my, you want to say, flaws. It covered up a lot of my flaws because I understood the concept of the game of learning how to score. If I had to putt from here to there, then I put a putter on it. That's just playing the game. But I want people to get better at learning how to swing. And my personal opinion, I didn't think that they were doing a good enough job with the information, especially getting it out to the masses, especially for the simple things. No different than when I talk to you all about my anatomical ends, the head, the hands, the feet. Now I've added how you look at things. I added in a sense to you that your grip is a good dead fingers grip. And now I'm showing you even with your feet here, 4 top down. Get that trail foot square to almost even pigeon-toed in, firming up the trail leg and allowing you to bring the scap down, not scap around. And that's the beauty of it, because once you get it down, then all of a sudden you can get it through. And then the most important thing is you get it down simply because the ball is down on the ground. So all of this shallowing and all that, if you want to do it, that's on you. But under the Shade Tree Pro swing system and philosophy, all we doing is trying to get this scap up and bring this scap down. And it's making a simple little outside to inside move, if that's what you want to do, so we can bring it down. Like Lee Trevino said, if your golf swing's got any kind of little rhythm in it, it's much simpler and easier as the peak. Now, I do advocate my little outside to in little shift, but that's right there with that nice square foot, and I just bring it down and I strike. Hey, this is Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Look over in the corner, hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget that as I said, that the great majority of all my stuff that I'm going to talk about in my new book that's coming out is going to be in my membership channel. Go to my membership, join it, $9.99 a month. Like I said, come on, people. If you want good information, sometimes you got to pay for it. And $9 a month for access to some phenomenal knowledge to give you not just the hows, but why. So when you learn and understand why you're doing some things, then all of a sudden how becomes a much simpler task. And I try my best to make it as simple for you as possible. You all see me swinging it. I don't seem to be having no problem. Ain't no reason that you can't be doing the same. Once again, Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro. You know how I do it, baby. Always good golfing.